Right, hello everybody. This is June's freebie that I'm working on. Okay, I didn't get a chance last week to do one. I was just really busy with family things as well. So I didn't get a chance to do a video, but hopefully I'm hoping to do a couple today. So then I'll have one for next week as well. I know the end of the month I'll be busy, but that's because it's feast week in Mevagissey. I don't normally do anything then, so I'm hoping to do one, but going to be busy in the craft store as well. So I'm just doing my best, folks. All right, and thank you very much for all your support. It's been amazing. You are amazing, and it's a real great help. Okay, so yeah, and we've had this week, we've had to I couldn't get in here because we've had to go look for a car because our car didn't pass the MOT, which we sort of knew anyway. And we still got 8 days left on it. Well, we haven't now because it's up on the on Thursday. So we've managed to find one yesterday. So had have a drive round in a couple of cars and found one we liked. So that we'll be picking that up next weekend. So we will no longer be carless. Yeah, this one, our old car has been like boiling over, and we've tried fixing it and everything else, but hey ho, we had to do it. So we hopefully, it's not a brand new car, we don't do that, but so it's nice. It's a Dacia Sandero, so that's what we got. Very cheap and cheerful. No frills, just basic car. Long as it heats up. Oh, it's 22 plate though, so it's not too bad. It's only 3 years old, so that's okay. Right, okay, so I've got hopefully I'll put the video in of the kit just before this part, okay? But I did put it on YouTube last week when it was released on the 1st, so I thought what I was going to do here, because again I'm finishing this journal once. I think this is enough with the roses, because I've just like 3 months I've been doing roses, so I think we've got enough papers now to do quite a big journal. So even though you only get sort of 10 pages a month, but that's been 3 months, so you've got about 30 pages there. Okay, and yeah, I think next month I'll do something totally different. So what I've done with this one, I just stamped vintage there, that's all, because I thought it was a bit empty here, so I just stamped that, and I cut it down to fit in this pocket that we'd all previously done, so that it's going to flip over like so. And then I thought I'd put some, because it's double backed and I love this print, it's so beautiful, this one, I thought I would stitch that onto there. Okay, so we've got a bit of a notelet and ink up the edges and everything, so that's what I'm going to do there. So that's going to go in like so in the journal. Don't know, not sure about lace here, but I'm definitely going to put some lace here. And then got these little things here, and I thought I'd make a pocket out of that with this coming down, because I do want some dangles coming down here. So that's going to be there, and then that's going to be a little pocket with lace down there. All right, so I'll go ahead and just stitch this onto this one and ink this up. Then that's all but done really on that page, because I double backed it. I didn't have to do anything. I just printed on the other side, and it's as is. It's fine. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll work on the other page together, the blank page. And there we go. Okay, and I thought this one of these could go in here like so, right? But that will be decorated, inked up, and maybe a tab put on the top. All right, for a bit of interest, which I'll do when I go to my sewing machine next time, right? Because I'll be there in a minute, so I will back that at the same time. But I think that's great. Okay, all you've got to watch when you do these, I did have to take a little bit more off there, because it was catching on the spine. So you just got to make sure it's not catching on the spine. You see where I started to bend it. So now that fits in fine. Yeah, just sort of make sure it doesn't go on that bit there. Yeah, there we go. And that goes like so. That goes in there. I'll just stick that out because I know I've got to do that in a minute. And then this is the pocket, so that will fit nicely there. That's all been sort of grunged up. All right, and bits. Thought I might. Oh, there's something that fell down. That's right. I have that bit there, so let's cut that off. See how tall that is. I only want 3 really, so let's hopefully that's wide enough. That's keep that for something else. So look, that'll be wide enough if I stretch it and glue it down first. And then I want that to be about here, I think. And being stretched, you can still see the underneath. Right, so what I do in that case is I just put a bit of glue on both sides and then I'll stitch around it. Just to keep it stretched. The other way on. I cut it down after, so that's a tiny bit of glue there, just to support that corner there. That's and once that's dry, we can put that about there for a little pocket. Okay, and what I'm going to do is use a round punch, do that little circle in the top there, just a little one. A simple little pocket. Could have a little tiny cluster here that would look quite nice actually. Well, that's a bit faded, this one, but something like that there. Let's have a look. It's got to go with this. So. Well, I've got a pink one, but they're massive. Let's have a look. Do you know what? I think that will be okay. Don't know what that is, but some bits, there's bits everywhere, honestly. It's just, I've got so much stuff. Just sort of trying to get it organised before I actually sew it down, so. A little bit of net, perhaps. There's a little bit in my scrap box there. That can hang over the pocket like so. Yeah, I quite like that, and that's going very nice to this colour here. So there we go. Let's give that a bit of a vintage vibe. I might actually stitch that around the pocket there. actually to the page, right? I've changed my mind. So a little bit of glue for placement. I quite like stitching effect that's on the page, if you know what I mean. It's, there we go. Okay, I know you'll see it here, but I don't mind that at all. Right, so I'll go ahead and stitch that one and back that. And there we go. So I put one of my little labels there. I think there's quite a few of those on the Ko-fi page as well that are free. I put one of those there on top of that Listen to Your Heart on there. And that's from this month's kit as well. So just lined up one so you can write on there. Okay, that one's just inked up. And that's that. Then you've got right on there. It sits in there nicely. Okay, and then a bit of lace and some stitching down there. So yeah, very quick one today, but again, it's going beautifully with the kit that, you know, the original one, which I'll put them all down below what I'm using. It's the 3 months freebie, and the original one was like the vintage one that I put on there, which had this on, I think. Yeah, and it's all blending in beautifully for what I've been doing. So yeah. Okay, right, I might stick that on there now. That's from last month, but that's going to go there. Okay, because that's just an old piece of paper that was left over, and that sits there nicely. Yeah, it's all starting to blend together. And that's the back page, so a bit of writing on. Yeah, that's what I mean. This has got to come out. Once that's signatures in, it won't keep slipping. So, there. And that's that one. Okay, right. So that's little project number 1, week 1. Bit behind, but hey ho, I'll try and get another one done as well in the week. Okay, well, thank you very much, everybody, and speak to you soon. Bye.